gonna scare people.
So, yeah, you can actually still see us.
Yeah, pretty
And
decent. Yeah, it's
pretty
not bad.
dark. So that is good. That is good.
Yeah, not bad.
So, hello everyone. Frank and Donald here.
Hey, hello.
And we're doing a little bit of investigating here. Thought we'd share a few minutes with you. So here it goes.
We are live on location. As you can see, we are down in a basement, undisclosed location. We can't tell you where we are at. You can see behind us we have our mail meter hooked up. So as you can see, once we get a little temperature flux or any kind of reading, you'll be able to see behind us. We're going to try to do a couple little spirit box sessions, maybe an EVP session, just give you a little taste of what's going on today.
Right. So we're going to try that and see what kind of luck we have. But you know,
Also wanted to
got
come
nice
on
and
and-
spooky.
Yeah, we just lost all our viewers
Right.
when you did that, Frank.
Right.
That's
Could be worse.
no, yeah, well, never they'll report our
So,
page or something
right.
like that.
So yeah, this location is one we've investigated quite a few times, and it usually tends to have some some interesting activity.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those places that there's not much of an in between. It's either really active or really dead.
Yes,
So
there's been numerous times we've came and sat for hours and nothing happened here, and then there's times where we'll get 2 or 3 EVPs in
Right.
one sitting. So
right,
it's-
objects moving across the floor, things being dragged. I mean,
So Frank actually drugged me out of my nice cozy recliner watching some football. Said, hey, how about we go try out some equipment? He didn't tell me this basement wasn't equipped with a heater. So it's he kind of tricked me into this.
Right.
Hey Sam, how's it going?
so well, if I told him how cold it really was down here, he wouldn't be here. So
No, I wouldn't have. No, I'd have stayed at home.
It's like, you would think you would catch on to this stuff by now, but
Go with your gut feeling. I knew the minute I
Right.
saw the phone go Frank Lee, I was like, oh man, what's he getting me into now?
that's why I always recommend, the only time you should go with your guts when it's telling you it's time to eat.
Well, we promised him a couple little sessions here. So you want to try to go through and do a little
Yeah.
spirit box session?
Yeah, we're actually going to do a couple of different things. One, we're going to do just the standard way you've always seen it done, and
Auxiliary mode.
Oh, he talks.
yeah, it's
Man, we're getting high tech now. Hey. So all we're doing really today is we're just using the P-SB7 spirit box. We've used this for several years now in our investigations. We've got a couple decent little responses out of this. We like to use it periodically during some of our investigations. We're going to give you a little demo of it right now.
Oh, and Sam, we can't say what the location is, but it's definitely one that we've investigated before. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do just a couple minutes of a traditional first box session that we've seen many times.
Yeah, generally like to let it run a minute, let it at least cycle through a couple times. So that way you can kind of gauge where your paranoia, your feedback is coming from.
And then after that, we're going to show you something interesting that you might not have seen done before. So just bear with us. And let us know in the comments if the volume on this is too loud.
So we're sweeping at the fastest rate, 100 milliseconds. So this is only staying on each station for a quarter of a second. So your odds of picking up any full sentences, words, are slim to none unless it's some kind of response generally. Alright, Frank, we've been through it twice now, and there's no feedback today.
So that's always something that you want is, if you are going to use one of these, you want to make sure that when it cycles through, you're not picking up a lot of stations that coming in with local links. If you're hearing DJs talking and all that, then you probably need to make some adjustments to this one. And hi, Sarah.
So, I guess we'll start asking a few questions right now. Now, we've been here a few times, so if you hear us say a certain name or anything, it's because we've actually gotten that name in here before. So, you'll hear us use a name that we generally wouldn't know coming to a place for the first time. Hello again. It's Donald and Frank. We just wanted to come out here and talk to you again tonight. Would you like to come out and speak with us? Anna, would you like to talk with us this afternoon? You've spoken with us before here. I know you remember me. We had a pretty good conversation the last time we were here. Can you say your name for us?
Now, is it me or is it getting colder?
My hands started feeling a little colder, to be honest with you.
I noticed this was kind of fluctuating a little bit. I reset it a couple times, so we'll keep a check on it. I can't say that that's paranormal because it is made to detect temperatures, and my hand was around it. So we want to give it a couple of minutes to kind of settle back in. But it does seem a little colder.
It is. Maybe because we're sitting down or something now.
Good thing is I got my infrared thermometer, so that always helps. And we'll use this to get some temperature reading. And shine it right in your eyes.
I'm sure they're loving that, Frank.
Yep, there it is. Ah, you're blind now.
Would you like to talk with us tonight? Don't be afraid.
Alright, so
can you tell us how many are sitting in here with us tonight? Jonathan, are you with us tonight? This is tonight. Generally we get a lot of interruption, but not tonight. This thing is crystal clear.
So we're not fluctuating anymore. Anything hearing this with an ambient reading, and I mean that's pretty close. It's within 0.2 of a degree.
That's good.
Perfect match, I think. 3.9 to 3.9. So we are good on that.
Anna, would you please come out and talk with us? as you are.
I think what you want to try silent.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what we're going to do, something you might not have seen done before, called a silent ghost box. You heard how the speaker sounds normally. What we're going to do is Donald is going to be wearing a set of noise-canceling headphones, and he is going to be listening to the output of the ghost box.
Maybe if I didn't break the headphones.
Right. This is why we can't have nice things. What he'll be doing is he's going to listen as the sounds come through, and so that in the speaker where everything does. He's going to be the only one hearing anything. And what I'll do is I'll ask a couple of questions, and we'll see. He's going to repeat anything he hears. He's going to repeat the word and the way that the inflection that it comes through in. So if he hears stop, then that's how he's going to say it. Or if he hears get out, then he's going to say it the same way.
Right. I won't be able to hear the questions because of the loud from the spirit box. Frank will be asking the questions. All I'm going to be doing is repeating the responses that I hear. And Sarah, I don't know about coming to your basement this afternoon. I think I'll be okay right here. I need a little more mental preparation time before I come to your basement. So, all right. So, we're not going to do none of this roll tide messing with me mess now.
No.
All right, because the last time you got it on camera and you floated it around the internet the whole time.
Right.
So
yeah.
I learned how to read lips in between.
That it's okay. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, because last time I got him to agree to roll tide while we were doing this. So since then he's been kind of nervous about doing this, especially if there was a camera going. But we'll test and see.
No, and you're setting something up.
Not at all.
I can see it in your face right there. You had that mischievous look. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, go ahead.
For
some reason he doesn't trust me after the last time. So anyway, for anybody just watching, basically what we're doing, we have the P-SB7 running, and he is the only one who can hear it. He has on a set of noise-canceling headphones. He can't hear what I'm saying at all, because if he was, he wouldn't be able to hear me say, Roll Tide or Auburn Sucks.
Are you ready to start sweeping?
See what I mean? Yeah.
That was...
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all need to comment real quick. If he's trying to trick me, say something so I can at least be aware of it. Okay. I'm going to trust you, Frank.
Right.
All right, I'm going to start sweeping. Here we go.
Okay. You can see he's listening to the output as it sweeps right there. So, and that is all he's hearing. He has on those noise-canceling headphones, so he can't hear me at all. Otherwise, if I said something like, Auburn sucks or something like that, usually he would be quick to comment, but right now he can't because, he's not hearing. So we're going to see, he's going to repeat anything that he hears from this that comes through the headphones. So, anyone in here that would like to talk with us?
Oh my goodness, there's a female voice just then.
What did it say?
I couldn't understand what it said. It just did it.
There we go. Anna, is that you?
The thing hasn't made a noise, ever since we turned it on, and then all of a sudden a female voice.
Is that you, Anna? Do you want to talk with us? Do you remember us coming here before? So the interesting thing is, we had this over the speaker earlier. It didn't make a single noise. We plug it up, we start doing this, start asking questions. All of a sudden, it's here, almost as if the noise is somewhat of a deterrent. Absolutely, Kay. See, we're still sweeping. Would you like to come talk with us? You know, you can talk to us through this device. Or if you don't want to talk with us, you can touch the top of this device here. It won't hurt you. But if you touch it and make it cooler, it will turn blue. If you make it warmer, it will turn red. Can you try and touch that and see if you can change the temperature on it? Just touch it on the top next to that yellow part sticking up. Do you want to try that?
There it is again. Female voice, but it's real faint. Maybe it may be feedback, but we haven't had feedback this whole time.
Are you trying to talk with us, Anna? Can you let us know that you're here with us by either talking through
Oh,
this?
there it is again. It said, yeah, yep, is what it sounded like.
Okay. So you are trying to talk with us? Tell you what, Anna, if you are here and trying to talk with us, can you touch the top of this device and see if you can change the temperature of it? I'll show you. It's completely harmless. If I touch it, I'm going to warm it up, and it's going to change to red. Can you touch it and make it cooler? See if you can touch it and make it cooler. Awesome.
It went cooler, didn't it?
Yeah, I asked her if she could make it cooler. I asked her if she could make it cooler.
Yeah.
If she was having a hard time talking through this, and let us know. So when I did, it went cooler.
Oh, heck.
We believe Anna is a grown woman.
Yes. Anna is a grown woman. Yes, she sure is.
Okay, I'm going to reset this. Now you can touch it again if you would like, and see if you can make it turn blue again.
There it is again. It sounded like I know.
Oh, okay.
Female voice saying I know.
So it seems to be an intelligent response. Now, you know, this is interesting because a lot of times we get better responses doing it this way. Now Donald can't hear because I'm not talking that loudly. And with all the static going through and everything, I mean, I'm sitting here next to him and I can hear the static feeding through those headphones. So there's no way he's hearing me. And for us to get the answers like that, it's pretty interesting. Is there anything you want to tell us, Anna? And this also goes to show you that sometimes you get your best responses in the daytime. So here it is, you know, nearly 5 in the evening, you know, and a lot of times that seems to be a better time than if you wait till midnight and things like that. That's just old superstition. That ghosts don't just come out at any particular time, or paranormal activity doesn't happen just because it's late at night. I've seen many locations that were more active, in fact, during the daytime.
Haven't heard anything. It's been pretty quiet.
Okay. So,
Have you asked if Jonathan's here yet?
Jonathan, are you here? If you're here, can you talk into this or touch the top of this device and make it cooler? When you do, the light will change.
Looks like we got a comment. Our visitors
yeah.
are active.
Yeah, that, you know, a lot of times it just depends on the location. For instance, just yesterday, we're out at Sloss Furnace in Birmingham, and that location, you see a lot of people go through there at night to investigate. The most active time I've ever been there, out of the many, many times that I've been to Sloss Furnace, including daytime and nighttime. I've actually done both, and around 3 o'clock in the afternoon is by far the most active that site typically is.
Oh, something just, that was a male voice.
Mm-hmm.
Down is what it sounded like. It said down.
Can you tell us your name?
Peter. Clear as a bell. Peter.
So
We've never got that name before
no,
here.
that's
I mean, it was just clear as it could be. Peter.
Huh.
Peter, where are you from? Are you from here in this town? I know I'm not supposed to ask questions, but that's the first time we've gotten that name.
Oh, as far as the story with Anna, we'll ask Donald after he finishes listening. He knows the history of this location much better than I do, and as soon as I tell you, I would end up getting it all kinds of jacked up.
Are you telling them the story of Anna?
I was just saying that I was going to let you tell a little bit about that,
okay.
since you know the history better here.
Anna used to own this place back years ago. An elderly lady. She just passed away natural causes. Her husband did pass away in the basement here from a heart attack. The granddaughter of Anna actually contacted us before we even knew that Anna was... Whoa, there was something right there. May have been just the radio, but it's real quick. Anyway, what confirmed that name with us was she came up to us, started talking to us, and gave us her name before we even told her the name that we actually captured a week or so before. And that really confirmed that's who we were actually talking about, was Anna, was her grandmother, and the granddaughter confirmed it to us. So that's really the story. Not a lot of tragedy. We're starting to get a little bit of feedback now. Yeah. It sounds like radio right there. Not really a lot of tragedy has happened here. Like I said, other than the husband passing away here in the basement. A tornado hit this place. Couple superstitions, some legends that we don't really believe that actually happened here, because there's no really log of it after you look and research the place. I think this was just one of those additions to a story to make it sound better. But like we were saying earlier, this place is real hit and miss. It seems to me like sometimes Anna doesn't have the strength to speak to us. She has to really generate a lot of energy to get just a little bit out to us.
And sometimes we'll be here and not get anything, and then sometimes the owner will be sitting here and things will be dragged across the floor, or hear footsteps, and just all sorts of things. Funny little story about this location. We had a reporter and a photographer that wanted to do a story about the team once here. It's been a few years, and they wanted to follow us on an investigation. We brought them here, and they were going to document the investigation. Now, they came in complete skeptics. They're like, no, this stuff's not real, but we're going to do the story because our editor wants us to do it. After about 10 minutes of investigating, it was so funny. We had a laser grid set up, we had all of this, and the laser grid starts just phasing completely out, and then brightening back up, and just completely going crazy. And I said, "Is that you, Anna?" And the laser grid, starts shaking, and falls over. Well, for some reason after that, within 5 minutes, they were gone. So they say that they came in a skeptic, but they left here a believer.
It's going back to being quiet. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep. So you want to call it on this? You want to call it on this, and we'll just wrap that up. But that is something to try. For some reason, we seem to have better results doing the blind quest box sessions like that. If we're going to do one, you can something that is very handy to do. You can take a splitter, and you can run a cable from this and from a microphone to to the, you can run it both into a recorder so that you can record what they hear while they're listening. No one else is still hearing it. And you can take that and you can put it in, so you've got both recorded, what they heard, what they responded. So you have your documentation of the responses, so that you can tell just that it wasn't them somehow maybe hearing you and making up a response or something like that. So you can do that to kind of keep it honest. And if you do this, you are going to want to use, good noise canceling headphones. What was
I heard a little something coming from over here.
Huh. So,
Why don't you go check that out?
me go check it out. Why don't you go check it out, man? You always want me to go check
it out. You're always sending me
No,
over
that, it's like, hey, this sounds like an axe murderer over there. Why don't you go check it out, Frank?
I think he's become a camera hog and always trying to throw me out of the picture or something.
Crap,
I can see it from here. There's nothing there. But no, a little something maybe just moved over there.
Right.
I'm not saying it's paranormal. We just
All right, we'll have to review it. And see.
yeah, just a little noise. But
I swear I saw something flash out of the corner of my eye too.
we can always review the tape here. I'm sure.
So
I'm sure we'll catch.
So if you're watching, just roll that back and make sure I'm not crazy.
Right. Because that has actually happened. A lot of people that come back and watched our videos have actually messaged us and say, hey, did y'all see this at 2 minutes and 12 seconds into your video? And we've actually went back and saw some things that we have missed. So
Yeah.
we
So
really
if you're
appreciate
watching
it.
this, roll it back about 3 minutes. 2.5.
3 minutes, yeah, somewhere around there.
Now,
They'll probably want to just shut it off, not even look at it no more.
but anyway, this
We
tends
love
to
to
happen.
watch your face go. Frank likes it too, Sarah.
So yeah, we're definitely going
See
to
my
come
face
back
go
out there. And,
go pale. Yeah, nah, I'm sitting in the car.
Right.
I am not going in.
Don't worry. I'll tell them it's an undisclosed location.
Nah, yeah, I know the way there. I don't forget places like that.
So,
The minute we turn up the road, I'm bailing. I'm bailing out.
so we'll do that. But anyway, the blind ghost box things, it seems to do really well. I don't know if it's something about maybe the noise of one running through a speaker like that causing so much distraction, so much chaos.
Well, just then, right there, you noticed that we played it loud for everyone for at least 3 or 4 minutes and not one single response. And the minute we start going to the quiet spirit box, we have 2 or 3 responses. And it even got a name that I've never heard before. Now,
Right. And that's something significant there, because we have investigated this place how many times?
oh man,
I mean,
numerous.
more times than we can count. And that is a name that we've never gotten.
ever gotten
No,
here.
never. And wouldn't
Even in our
expect.
research, Peter has never came up. Or
So-
brother, cousin, nephew, anything like that. So I've never heard the name.
So that's kind of interesting there, because a lot of times if I ask a question, if you're listening to it and you hear the question that I ask, I'm going to kind of be expecting something related, listening to something that relates to my question versus something random. So will everyone else listening. That's why it's so wonderful if you can use some noise canceling headphones, so whoever's listening to the ghost box can't hear the questions you ask. That way it keeps it more sterile, so to speak. And if you have any
Unbiased.
question, exactly, and if you have any question about how to set it up so that you can record what the output from the ghost box together with a microphone recording what he says, just message me, and I'll help you out with that, because it's super easy. You're gonna need okay, so sorry about that. We
Ooh.
lost our connection there for a moment, But we appreciate everyone watching, everyone bearing with
So
us.
cold, Wi-Fi doesn't even want to work.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has dropped a little bit just since we've been here broadcasting. So just thank you for watching. Stay safe and have a happy New Year.
Absolutely. Have a great Happy New Year. I hope 2018 is going to be great to everyone. 2017 is done and over. It's going to be a good year for C.A.S.P.I.R and Control Chaos Live, our show on Thursday nights. So be sure to check us out there. And Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
So Happy New Year.
Good night.
Stay spooky. And here goes my button.
Look, everything's going on.
Wow, our camera over there is shut off. I heard the other one go off.
Man, what is
It's going
going on?
crazy.